So I am just hopping in with some really, really brief thoughts on The Deliverance, directed by Lee Daniels. And if you are familiar with that name, then you know that no matter what he does, even with the best of intentions, I guess, there will always be some element of tomfoolery and hoodboogery and just shenanigans overall. And there's so much to be said about The Deliverance, and you may feel free to check out on my channel the live stream I just did with some of my wonderful co-hosts and great content creators on the platform. Please feel free to check out the discussion because we had a lot to say. I'm really not here for the precious horror cinematic universe. I don't know. I don't know if that's what he's trying to establish here, but I'm not interested. I'm really not. But I just want to discuss one specific thing because there is a scene in this film that is going viral for all the wrong reasons, of course. And I am just curious.
I can smell your napping.
I was at a loss for words.
Oh, hell no. Please, be done.
I just have so many questions. For instance, number one, there are two writers that wrote this film. One is David Coggeshall, and the other is Elijah Bynum. One of them is white, and the other one is either biracial or light-skinned and black. Which one of them wrote this line? I want to know. I'll probably never know, but I'm just... Let me find out that... I have a sinking feeling about the answer to this one. And I'm not sure which answer would be worse when it comes down to it. 2, who looked at 8-time Oscar nominee Glenn Close, who has been robbed in more ways than I can count? Who said, we're going to bring this actress on board and have her say this line? Who made that decision? Who? 3, why do we have Glenn Close looking like Gollum from The Lord of the Rings? I was just looking around trying to figure out where the gold ring was.
What's it doing? Stupid fat hobbit.
Question 4, why did my mom think that Alberta, Glenn Close's character, had said she's not a happy person? And I was like, what? And I had to run it back, and then she heard, and she almost fell out laughing. And by extension, why did my mom think at first, I may as well throw it in there, but why did my mom think that they had gotten like a white passing biracial woman to play the character? She was like, oh, that almost looks like... She was looking and she was like, oh, where'd they get this lady from? She was really thinking that it was. And listen, I've seen a few that look like Alberta. Not that many white women, but like I said, if you've seen Kiki Wyatt's mother or you've seen Kimbella's mother from Love and Hip Hop New York, then yeah, they're out there. But the fact that my mom thought that this was an actual biracial woman, I don't know if that's a credit to the makeup department, maybe to Glenn Close's acting, maybe not so much, but I just wanted to ask that question as well because my mother's a trip. So I figured, why not add this question in there as well? Why, Ma? Why? Why? And number 5 is pertaining to the statement itself. Why has it got to be nappy? How do you know it's nappy? Because she's black? How can you smell it? Why can you smell it? Can you really smell it? Or are you just saying that to be a messy, shady demon? Look, I don't know anything about demonology, how demons work to that extent, and definitely not in the way that it plays into this film because, I don't really have time, for those for those games personally. But I'm just like, How? Just... And the high-pitched voice was just the cherry on top. I'm just like... Honestly, there are no words, but I will close this out by saying this. Lee Daniels, you will pay for your crimes.
So what's your sentence for her?
Electric chair.
Holy shit. God damn it.
Electrocute that bitch. And I want you to pour some water on her first.